stars coming out tonight. Más dicho, now I've seen there. Más dicho, now I've seen there. Más dicho, now I've seen there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live stream Songwriter Circle show. I'm really excited to be part of this thing that my manager Sherry and I have created over the last few months, and I just want to acknowledge that the show is happening on several ancestral Indigenous lands. I am coming to you tonight from the traditional and unceded territory of the Indigenous Mi'kmaq people of Prince Edward Island, or Abaguet, and also our technician, Guillermo, who is making all the magic happen. He is in Toronto on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. So thank you for joining us wherever you are. I started this project as a way to connect with people, with my songwriting friends, and people that I want to be next to, but I can't be, and also to be in places that I can't be. So this is how it all kind of started, was like my little COVID touring project. And tonight I have Leela Gilday and Kathryn Calder with me, and we're going to be doing shows every Tuesday. I'm going to be doing shows every Tuesday for the next, tonight and the next 3 Tuesdays. So yeah, keep an eye out, and I hope you'll join us along the way. Thanks for being with us tonight. Leela Gilday is a beautiful human. I don't even know if Leela remembers this, but I first met Leela on a workshop stage at the Edmonton Folk Festival. I remember I was feeling super shy and nervous and unsure of myself and like a little baby. And she sat down near to me, and just like I could feel her calm, her power, her strength just emanating from her. And I found her just a real inspiration. She definitely embodies the essence of the North. And of her Dene Nation. She brings light wherever she goes, truly. She's been just about everywhere touring with her band, from Greenland to New Zealand and everywhere in between. So if you haven't seen her live, then you will have to next time she is wherever you are. Her records have won her a ton of awards, including recently for her latest album called North Star Calling. She won the Juno and Canadian Folk Music Awards for that. So congrats, Leela, and welcome to the show.
Masi Cho, thank you so much.
Hi, Leela. How are you?
Hi. I'm very well. It's so lovely to see you.
You too.
And yeah, it's been a minute since I played a show, so I'm really thankful to you and to Sherry and to the other Kathryn for having me tonight. So
I'm grateful you said yes.
Yeah, I'm coming to you from my own little office/studio here on Treaty 8 territory. That's Yellowknive's Dene territory. And I'm really excited to play some songs for you tonight.
I love Yellowknife. And watching that video, we just had a little clip of it, but there's so much. I assume it's around Yellowknife. It's so beautiful. Is that?
It's right
true?
Out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only been there once, and I was there for like 24 hours, and I just wanted to stay forever. So.
Well, you played a show here.
Yeah, it was so random. Yeah,
it was at our old Thornton's restaurant.
Exactly.
I loved it. I was there.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. That restaurant is shut down, but
Yeah.
man, that was so cool that you came here because very few people make the trek. So really appreciated.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'll be back as soon as I can. I want to introduce Kathryn to the show, Kathryn Calder. And I remember first hearing of Kathryn Calder through the band, the New Pornographers, because I was a massive fan of them. And she also made 5 records with Immaculate Machine. And I feel like those were just kind of the gateway drugs for me to fall in love with Kathryn Calder and her music, because it's so beautiful and personal and vulnerable. And I don't think there's anything she doesn't do. She composes for film, runs her own studio and record label, and lately has been the artist in residence for the city of Vancouver, city of Victoria, and creating some incredible projects with them. So please welcome Kathryn Calder.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, excited to be here.
Yeah, I feel most people won't know this, but seeing you both on the screen tonight just makes me feel very at home, because it reminds me of all the times we've been Zooming through the pandemic with a bunch of songwriter friends. And
Musical pals.
I know.
it's really sweet. Thank you both for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure.
It's great. Well, we're going to do like a songwriter circle style. So why don't I just hand it right off to Leela? Are you game?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, I just turned my mic down a little bit because I think I was blowing everybody away. But yeah, when I was thinking about songs that I wanted to play this evening, I wanted to play this one. It's actually one of a group of songs that I am writing currently. Part of the challenge of being at home is or not one of the challenges, but one of the blessings has been that I've been learning my language, and it's very, very challenging. I'm just a baby speaker, so I can only just like introduce myself, talk about my parents, and like maybe about, as long as we stick to like conversations about food and and like maybe going in the boat, I'm okay. But yeah, in conjunction with learning the language, I've been co-writing some songs with other Dene speakers. So I wanted to start off with this song tonight, and I'm going to take off my headphones while I play, but it's called Setsani, which in the South Slave dialect means my friend. So in our dialect, the word is actually setle. So when I played it for my cousins, they were like, "What are you talking about, Setsani?" But the sentiment is the same regardless. The chorus is Setsani, 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 Se masti gonendi. Thank you for being here. So it's essentially a Golden Girls song. So dinne, so dinne, so dinne, so dinne, asine ya, godejinde, so bejon. Wasicho, my friends.
So beautiful.
Woo.
What a beautiful way to learn your language, also.
Thanks, yeah. Like I said, super baby. But
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
How long have you been learning? Is it Dene, or what is the name for the
yeah,
language?
so there's several different Dene dialects, and so my language is Dene Kede or Dene Ke, from the Satu Gotine, from the Satu region. So there's several different dialects, and actually that song that I just sang you was in a different dialect than mine. But I'm really intent. I've been only really learning like methodically with my cousin for the last 2 months. So it's been a real uphill battle, but it's okay.
It's beautiful.
Nezo.
Oh, thank you. Kathryn, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay. Sounds great. Oh, that was beautiful, Leela. So yeah, I'm here in Victoria on Vancouver Island, the territories of the Wasanich peoples. And I'm in my little home studio here, and it's absolutely lovely to be here. The song I'd like to play is an old song, old-ish. I mean, it's 10 years old, so depending on how old you are, I guess. And it's called Arrow, and it's a song about resilience and strength and finding your way through tough times, basically. So I feel like it goes with the times that we're in right now. But here we go. It's called Arrow. A hollow metal arrow fell to the water. It must have come down from the blast. I gave it to you, and I watched as my sandcastle slowly was turned into glass. It lit up like a beacon. The shine was so strong that it took me a while to adjust. It took up my house and split me apart. So I found a place on the grass far away. I'm still here in phantom waves far away. I still have my better days far away. What more can I do but say far away, far away? A shallow river by the road smoothed its edges and turned it to a skipping stone, and me by the shore. I noticed that day made me older than I was before. You say I'm too sad. Well, I happen to like it. I happen to like you too. Far away, I'm still here in phantom waves. Far away, I still have my better days. Far away, what more can I do but say far away, far away, far away. I know all your tricks and your foul play won't work on me anymore. Far away, what more can I do but say far away, far away?
That's beautiful. I love
Thank
that
you.
song.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
Have you been writing a lot in the last while, or not?
I actually, well, sort of, actually. I've been working on an installation, an art installation that's going in downtown Victoria. And there's a mural, and there are birdhouses, and there are speakers in the birdhouses. And so right now I'm composing like a moving piece based around birdsong. The beginning of that idea was back last year, kind of when the world went silent, and all of a sudden, you could hear the birds, and I just noticed it. It was very, there was no kind of that rumbling in the background that is ever present with modern cars and transportation and airplanes, and it's just very quiet, especially out here where we live, until everybody started gardening, actually.
Yeah.
And then it's very challenging to find a quiet time. I was like, they're mowing their lawns again. But no, I'm joking. But yeah, so I have this art installation going in. So I've been composing for that, but the big thing that's happened, which has made it a little bit tricky to compose, a very big blessing, is that I had a baby over the summer, and she's now 3 months old, and so that's been a very exciting and fun time. So I've been composing made up songs for her, like, you want to go to sleep, the things like that, and so that's been very sweet and very fun. So a little bit of actual composing, a little bit of silly composing, and a lot of not composing.
It's so crazy how, like Kathryn, you and I, Kathryn Calder, you and I have never met in real life, but I feel like we're old friends, and I feel like I've been with you through your whole pregnancy and like through the birth of your baby. Like
I know.
It's so it's a different modality, I think, of relationships in the pandemic age. I feel like we've become more intimate in these kind of situations. And
no, it's so true. I know. I find it hard to believe that actually I don't think I've met either of you in person.
No.
What a weird time.
Yeah.
But
I guess we all have to travel to each other.
I know, and we're very, very, we're very far. We live very far from each other. But I haven't been to Yellowknife. It's on my list of places to go for sure. I mean, so beautiful up north.
Yeah, we had some spectacular northern lights last night.
Yeah, I've never seen the northern lights.
Unfortunately, I went to bed at like 9:30, so I did not see them. But from what Facebook says, they were spectacular last night, once in a lifetime show.
Right?
Well, people were saying that they saw them here, and I've never seen them here. I've only seen them actually in Yellowknife, and I was like, I missed them.
I feel like I want to see the northern lights once. That's I have to, right? Yeah. I mean, what an amazing phenomenon.
Yeah.
So magical.
I guess I should play a song.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this one. I couldn't decide what to do, and so I just asked Sherry what to do. And she suggested this song, which I love, and it's a song about reconnecting. Sometimes we grow distant from the people we love, and this song is about coming back in. That's what it's called. It's called Come Back In. Well, don't worry, darling, it's just time rolling home. It happens every single day. I've been watching the tide roll out of the bay.
wrapped in a sweater on the North Shore. You were asking if I would stay, come back again. Yes, I did. Now the boats are all tucked away for winter. Skeletons of trees move with the wind. You've been moving farther away from me. Come back in. Come back in. But oh, how love makes the heart ache. How the water shapes the shore. I can't ask you to protect me here anymore. What is home if it's not with you? Feel the sun that's lost its heat. I can't ask you to change a thing, not for me, not for me. Now the boats are all tucked away for winter. Skeletons of trees move with the wind. You've been moving farther away from me. Come back in. Come back in. Now the boats are all tucked away for winter. Skeletons of trees move with the wind. You've been moving farther away from me. Come back in. Come back in. Come back in. Come back in. Oh. Don't worry, darling, it's just time rolling on. It happens every single day. And I've been watching the tide roll out of the bay.
Beautiful. Thank you.
It's almost like having you both in my living room. It's we're just all in each other's spaces, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow,
Separate
that
together.
was such a beautiful song.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
Gorgeous.
I just
Yeah,
had
wow.
the great opportunity to record like a big full production video thing because I wasn't able to tour my last record, and so we filmed it with like a full crew, and like I had my makeup done, and it was really fun to like play those songs with the band, and that was my last experience of playing that song till just now. So it was bringing back all the fun vibes of that experience. But it's it's so different playing in a room full of people than into my computer.
So different. I miss my band. I haven't seen them since last year. Like,
Wow.
I have played a couple of shows over the summertime, and because actually until now we've been very lucky up in the Northwest Territories. We really kind of had very stringent rules from the outset, and I think that really helped to shelter us. But now we're like amongst the worst in Canada. Like our outbreak is, it's pretty bad. But anyway, regardless, earlier we had, our theater was opened with limited capacity. We had our summer music festival. It was, great. And there's some great local players that I played with, but who were just awesome. But I do miss my band that lives in Winnipeg and Ottawa. And
Oh, wow.
so,
They're all
yeah.
over the place.
They're all over the place. So I think I'd like to share this song. I'm kind of like digging through both the new songs that I've written and then also the older ones. And this one, I think with the coming of the fall time, and I'm just gonna make sure. I think my guitar is better. I just turned it down a bit. With the coming of the fall time, and here our leaves are all gone, actually. So it's really the end of fall. And then also with the pandemic, I think I've been thinking a lot about loss. And this is a song that I wrote a couple of years ago when a friend of ours lost their little girl. And I did a residency in Banff shortly after that, and at the Banff Centre for the Arts. And it was really hard to sit there and sit in the loss and feel it whilst kind of alone. But I was able to write this song for them. And I think that what I've learned from dealing with a lot of grief and anxiety this year is that sometimes you just need to sit with people, and that will help. Well, deliver me, deliver me, deliver me from the darkness. Stand by my side, stand by my side, stand by my side in the darkness tonight. She was a bird, she was a beauty larger than life, with a dazzling smile. She flew away, left us behind here in a river of tears and memories. So stay with me now, stay with me now, stay with me now in the darkness. Hold my heart, hold my heart, hold my heart in the darkness tonight. Oh, my love, free as a bird. Oh, my love, free as a bird. Oh, so deliver me, deliver me, deliver me. darkness turns to light, until darkness turns to light, until darkness turns to
Just beautiful.
Beautiful.
Messy Joe.
It's such a thing to sit in those feelings. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. I'm doing a lot of sitting and feelings for the last year.
Yeah. I know. I was like putting together my set list, and my husband's like, "Are you just gonna play sad songs?" Or
I love
like,
them
"No,
though. I feel like
I'm
they
not."
heal.
I
They
know.
heal
I
us,
do
you
too.
know.
I do too. I really feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of sad songs. In fact, what's coming up now?
Me too. What have you got?
No, it's not sad. It's not sad. Yeah, so okay, why don't I go for it? This is a song called When You See My Blood, and dramatic maybe title, but really I just meant it in the sense of being vulnerable, and what is more vulnerable than, you know, kind of when you're bleeding, you know, like your skin is a protective barrier. And so that was sort of the metaphor that I was running with, was, you know, piercing the outer protective layer and getting to the gooey inside feelings. So yeah, and it was a funny song when I wrote it. I don't totally know where I'm going with this, but it took a long time for this song to reveal itself. I went through many, many different instrumentations and iterations, and I was never quite right. And eventually, it turned into something that I'm really happy with. But you know, not all songs sort of like come spontaneously. Sometimes they take a while to work themselves into the right shape. So anyway, so this song was one of those songs that I'm happy with, but took a while to get there, and I hope you like it. Dig in, my confidence was built to break. I wait until I don't notice it's gone. Lie still, I'm wishing on a comet tail. Lie still and see right through me now. Like claws, the crawling of the waves. In thirst, the drying of the ground. Like claws, the breaking waves will crawl. Never the same, but they still call me by name. When you see my blood, when you see my blood, it seems you've always been my weakest point. That's alright, I don't notice I've gone. Dig in, we never
never let them have a chance. Before the grass could dry, we brought a storm. Like claws, the crawling of the waves. In thirst, the drying of the ground. Like claws, the breaking waves will crawl. It's all the same as long as you're around. When you see my blood, when you see my blood. I've never seen a view so wide, I've never seen a view so furious in its rolling gale. I've never seen a view so wide, I've never seen a view so wide, across it it's hardly there. I've never seen a view so wide, I've never seen a view so furious in its rolling gale. I've never seen a view so wide, I've never seen a view such wilderness in the open air. Ooh,
Oh, gorgeous.
I love that.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you mostly write on piano, or do you write on other instruments too?
I've gone through many phases, and I started writing on guitar because I sort of started learning music in the era of Sarah MacLellan and Tori Amos, and so I felt like everything I played on the piano sounded either like one of those two artists, and so I started songwriting on guitar because I felt it was more neutral somehow. Like the song could kind of be without, I don't know, there's something very particular about the piano. And then I sort of got into a rut with guitar. Did you want me to talk for a really long time about
Yeah, no, I really wanted to know
Following you.
that.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want to know.
What did she do next?
And then I felt like I got into a bit of a rut, and all the songs were starting to sound the same. And I was sort of having the same, like habitually going to the same chords and the same melodies, and it was sort of starting to drive me a little bit crazy, and I didn't quite know what to do about it. And the piano, I was like, yeah, I'm still having the same kind of thing with the piano where it sounds, I don't know, very specifically like something already. And then I got into keyboards and synthesizers, and that has been very, very fun. And that's the majority of how I write songs now, is it's actually finding sounds and then creating songs as they're inspired by the sounds, and then writing little parts, finding little, I don't know, melodies on the keyboard, and then turning them into vocal melodies. And it's I've been finding it a very playful and fun way to write songs. So that's my story.
I love that.
About that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I sometimes with the guitar I change tunings just so to change it up, so I don't know what I'm doing basically.
Yes. Yeah.
And,
definitely. Yeah.
I felt like that when the pandemic hit and I was stuck at home, I really was like, I didn't want to touch my guitar because I felt, I don't know, it was like my job betrayed me, betrayed my art. Like I couldn't go and do it. It felt too hard to like pick up my guitar because it was so connected to work, and I was really burnt out from work. And anyway, so but it was nice. I like sat at my piano and just like I learned to play a bunch of pieces and started writing on that. And I'm not a very skilled piano player, but I ended up writing a song, which I guess I'll just do now. But it was supposed to be. It's a piano song. But I haven't figured out, I should ask you after the show, Kathryn, is like how to mic up the piano to work for these situations. So, but in the meantime, I'll play it on guitar. I love the piano, and this piano actually is my childhood piano. It came back to me by luck, I guess, or patience, I'm not sure. And I moved into this farmhouse that has more room than my old house had for a piano. So I finally had the space for it. And it came home to me. And there's something really special about this is the first instrument I made any kind of music on. And it just feels different. It has a different tone than any other piano I've ever played. They're all individuals. And so it's been special kind of getting to know it again. But I'll do this on the guitar. It's called I Want to Dance in a Crowd. And it's a song that I wrote for my friend Holly. I wanted to go visit her in Newfoundland, and then her mom was sick and her mom passed away. And the lockdowns were in full lockdown mode again, and I couldn't be with her at the hardest time of her life, losing her mom. And I just felt like so many people were alone in their grief over the last 18 months. So I wrote this for her and for anybody else who's been feeling that, and also for anybody who just wants to go dancing in a crowd with a bunch of sweaty strangers, because I'm not a dancer, but I suddenly was like, I just want to be in a crowd of people. Grosser the better. It's called I Want to Dance in a Crowd. Days and days before me, days and days ahead, I've got dreams that feel like memories, and memories instead of the ever-flowing river, a path that always led me home. And the days go by like hours, the hours feel like years, and I am writing to you now to let you know I am here, but the borders are all shuttered, the entries are all closed, and you can't come home. So tell me how you're doing, and tell me that you're fine. It seems that we're all moving in and out of time, and I can't seem to get a word out. I can't seem to write a line, and I just sit home. I wanna dance in a crowd, I wanna sing out loud, have someone hear me. Well, loneliness is something I've always seemed to know, but this is something different. It cuts me to the bone, and there is no escaping. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to go. So send me seeds of summer, and send me Christmas cards, and I'll send you all the flowers I took in from the yard. And as soon as I can get there, you know I'm in my car, and I'll be with you. But the losses you have suffered, the pain that you must feel, and I couldn't even hold you. How can this be real? And I'm bristling at the boundaries, keeping me from you, keeping me from you. I wanna dance in a crowd, I wanna sing out loud, have someone. I wanna dance in a crowd, I wanna sing out loud, have someone near me. I didn't mean to do another sad song. That's okay.
I just melt whenever I hear both of your voices. They're so lovely.
Freaking Kathryn.
It's a very melting. Sorry, Leela.
Beautiful song.
Yeah. It's been a
It's
hard
resonating with me.
time. Yeah.
I thought I forgot about all that stuff.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm dredging it all up. Somehow, even though like things are still bad out there, it still feels like things are different. You know, I guess maybe because we know more.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Also perimenopause, just leaving that there.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
Oh, all right. So thanks for that. I'm now going
You're
to
welcome.
sing a song about, what am I going to sing? I'll sing, I got to take these off. These headphones really mess with my hair. Here we go. I want to sing this song. It's called Keta Natseju. And it's also, the chorus is in my language, but it's a song of healing. And there's a lot of really great dialogue going on about reconciliation, as I usually do air quotes, which is wonderful. I'm really happy that people are waking up to Indigenous realities and lived realities as well as history. So yeah, that's great. But I think there's sometimes a lot of focus placed on healing those relationships. And because of residential school, one of the goals of residential school was to disrupt the family structure. So they took all the kids away from their parents and put them in a place where they would not be able to see how to parent properly. And so there's a lot of dysfunction in our families, in our own Indigenous families. There's a lot of love too, but a lot of dysfunction. And this song is about healing those relationships. So it's called Keta Natseju. And it's actually the last performance that I did before the pandemic. This was the song that I sang. My dear mother, I wish you well. I can't stand to see you cry. So I had this distant help, and now I the tears from my eyes. My dear brother, will I see you again? There's so many things I long to say. Life has dealt you bad hand, and all around that dock on the lake. I wish I could give you back all the things your life would take. My dear brother is no other way. Surely you deserve a chance. I wish I could hold you up and you would join us in the dance. Can't I learn not see not see you? Can't I learn not see not see you? Yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, 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 My sweet sister, you haunt me still. I see you all dressed in red. I wish I could turn back time and take back all those things I said. Can't I not see not see you? Can't I not see not see you? Can't I not see not see joy?
Woo!
Yeah.
Thanks.
That song is so powerful. Can I tell you something about that song? Which is, I already loved it. And then my daughter came home because her teacher had built a playlist for people to listen to on the first National Day of Reconciliation. And there were hundreds of songs on there, and she came home and she's like, "Oh my God, you've got to hear this song!" And it was that song by you.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
I was like, "She's my friend."
Aw, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It's a really powerful song. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
It's and you're right. It's not. I think there's so many levels of healing that need to happen. So, thank you for talking about it.
For sure.
I feel sad. Like this is probably the last round.
Oh my gosh, it went so fast. What the heck?
I know.
I feel I'm like we just got on. We're gonna at least have 4 or 5 songs.
I know. And I had all these things in my plan that we would do, and but
I look forward to the podcast that we're going to do together.
Yeah,
exactly
totally.
right. Yeah, long form 10-season podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
What have you got, Kathryn?
Well, I'm going to play a song. So I started a project with a friend of mine, my friend Mark Hamilton, and we started a project called Front Person, a new band, basically. It's a band. We're a band. And this was a song that I had written. It's I'm sorry, I'm laughing because it's like another. It's not. It's just I'm laughing at myself because I always write these songs with deep feelings when I'm having deep feelings. So this is a song I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I guess it was written a few years ago, when things were just there was a lot. There's continues to be a lot going on in the world, but there felt like there was a lot at that time also, and there was Syrian refugees were fleeing their home, and Donald Trump was in office and continually saying horrible things and doing horrible things, and there was just so much going on that I wrote this song about. Basically, can we just have some space to breathe and can people just be allowed to be who they are? Essentially. I'm not very good at summarizing my songs. It's not a skill that I've honed over the years, despite how many times I introduce these songs. But that's essentially the vibe of this song is peace or something like that. Okay.
Still your words come back to me, walking some phantom fine line. The lines that we draw, we know them so well, and still we're missing everything. Brave your simplest enemy. Fear is the last one standing. It kicks to the curb and keeps out the good, and keeps us lost in loathing. See the dark and clouded eyes, the distance rolling in across the prairie skies. The harsh hand of judgment leaves no space to breathe, no space to breathe. Illusion leaves its watermark, looking into our fine lives. One for good measure, one for the road, until it's overflowing. Swim fast and for our lives, the racing hearts and bellowed lungs that keep us dry. A small start, a new idea, the space we need, the space we need.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
I really want to give like thunderous applause.
I know,
after but I'm just like the golf clap is not how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like
Everyone watching is giving thunderous applause.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much golf clapping equals thunderous applause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I meant to mention before to the audience, but maybe somebody did in the comments, but there is a link to a tip jar if anybody wants to contribute to us three songwriters tonight. And we would appreciate that. I'm not very good at that part of the evening, and so I'll move on. But we do.
Any tips like don't eat yellow snow?
Yeah, those kind of tips are also welcome, as well as the financial ones. But
Yes.
it's but it's just been like such a pleasure to be here with you three. Well, Guillermo is there too.
Yes, yes.
Big thanks to Guillermo for making this all happen.
Absolutely.
Do you guys have time for like a quick chat after this next song?
Yep, sure do.
Absolutely.
All right. I've been keeping a close eye on the time because I guess it's still early for a lot of you people.
It's early for us.
Yeah.
Not for you.
No. Yeah, my friends in Europe were like, when can I see this? I'm going to end with a song from my nephew Emmett, who is an amazing human and wonderful person, and has taught me so much. And Leela, you were talking about intergenerational trauma, and it just goes on forever and ever unless we do the work to stop the cycles of pain and suffering. And I know that Emmett is doing the work. I'm doing the work. We're all doing the work. But Emmett is a beautiful young trans man who came out to not the approval that he was hoping for. And he ended up moving in with me for a little bit and taught me that teenagers are cool. My daughter was, I think, 11 or 12 at the time, so I was a little bit afraid of the teenage years. But Emmett proved that teenagers are just people too. And I just watch Emmett go through the world, and he's just such a beautiful human. And it's complicated and hard for him. And yet every day he just walks with an open heart and a strong back. And he's taught me so much about being fully myself and how important that it is that we are all ourselves, because that's all we have to give to the world, is that essential part of us. So this is for Emmett. It's Emmett's song in Even. Too many times you've been stopped in your tracks, now there's no going back, taking you with me. And too many times they have torn you apart, now we're back at the start. I'm happy to carry you. You're not taking the easy way out. You've climbed up and down and around the highest of mountains. You've been imprisoned by fear, masquerading, my dear, as love. But love, it can't hurt you. Watching you walk through the darkest of days. Your back always straight and your heart always brave. I lend you my hand, but it's me you have saved. Oh. Not everyone sees who you are. They're blind to the moon and the stars, blind to your beauty. All they can see is one sun. I know you're one. I see your light never fading, watching you walk through the darkest of days. Your back always straight and your heart always brave. I lend you my hand, but it's me you have saved. Oh, yeah. blind to the moon and the stars. They're blind to your beauty. That song.
I love that song.
Oh, so beautiful.
Thanks. I just really can't believe that you both said yes to doing this, because I know a lot of people have been tired of the live stream thing, but I don't really like leaving my house, so it's kind of working out for me.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm kind of enjoying it too. Like just being in the room just by myself is kind of relaxing in a way, you know. It's like it's kind of like, hey, I'm just here hanging with my friends, sitting at the piano.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is my favorite part of the online shows.
Yeah, totally.
My Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
No uncomfortable shoes.
I know.
Yeah.
Sneakers
I
all
could
the
be
way.
like super fancy here and then have my Birkenstocks on.
I've definitely done shows in slippers. Absolutely. Yeah.
I know. I found it really hard to go out, and like I actually started wearing my like comfy indoor shoes on stage and just like owning it.
Amazing. You are braver than I.
What is happening next, Kathryn? What's happening with you? You said you're working on that project for Victoria. Is that-
Yeah. That's the big that's the big plan for now, and then there's a new pornographers tour coming up. Although I think I probably won't be going on it because of the baby,
Right.
but I'll be doing maybe some of the West Coast shows or something like that. So really, honestly, it is finishing up like the stuff with the city, and then it's basically, you know, the holiday season, which I'm just so excited about to experience with a new little one, even though she does not know what it is. I do. And I plan on milking it the most possible.
I expect some serious like baby photos in the Santa hats.
Yeah, we're gonna do all the things. So hopefully, and things that are open, I guess. But yeah, no, it'll be. So that's really what I've got coming up, and I've got a new front person record that'll be coming out soon. So I'll be working on that too, and lots of things.
I can't wait to hear that record.
Hey, thank you.
What about you, Leela? Are you back in the swing of things?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on writing right now. I have a few different little shows coming up, but nothing like mostly for private events. But yeah, I'm writing these songs in Deneke, and it is really challenging. But I'm Hill Korkudis is producing my next record. She produced my last one, and she's this powerhouse producer.
Amazing.
And a dear friend. And so I'm going to, hopefully she'll be able to come up in March and start that with me, because it's going to be all in my language. And so I want her to come up and also collect some sounds from other community members, some of my collaborators that we've been writing with. And then I'm also, for the first time, producing another artist.
No way.
Yeah, so there's a Decho Dene artist named Lawrence Nayeli, and he's a really amazing singer, both traditional and contemporary. And so I'm just producing a little EP for him over the next few months, and I'm really excited to get his voice out there, because I'm just so proud of, just super proud of him, and there's so much talent in Denende, so that's really exciting. Yeah,
That's so cool.
Those are a few things. Oh, and my brother and I wrote a show together.
Really?
So
I love your brother.
which is so cool. Yeah, Jay Gilday, and we're kind of trying to figure out what to call ourselves. We debuted some of the pieces this past summer at our folk festival, Folk on the Rocks. But we're like a brother-sister duo that we can do like live shows, like full-length shows. and we debated calling ourselves Yellowknife.
Then you could like go out on tour with Whitehorse.
Whitehorse, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then I don't want there to be any confusion about like the status of our relationship. We're brother and sister. They're husband and
Right.
wife. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, that's a really exciting project that I'm really like, oh man, I love singing with my brother. He's just so amazing. And yeah, so that's exciting. How about you?
That. I feel like there's 1,000 projects, but I'm going to release a Christmas EP this year.
Oh, sweet.
That I recorded in June, which, as you do, it was really fun. And it was kind of the first, because I was just kind of here in the house by myself. And my partner who helped me finish my last record, he was busy on his own jobs. And I decided I would just record it myself. And I hadn't really done that before. So that felt really fun and satisfying. And yeah, so a little Christmas EP is coming out. So I'll do some shows in November with a few friends, which I'm really looking forward to that. I love Christmas and I love the goofiness you're allowed to have over Christmas. Yeah, and I'm hoping to just take it easy in December. And apparently I'm going to the Netherlands and England and Scotland in January, February, but I don't actually believe it.
Right.
So we'll see. But yeah, that's what's coming up. So
That's amazing.
just fingers crossed. I kind of like, at the same time as I want to go, I also kind of don't. So yeah, I'm happy to just play it by ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you both so much for being here. This has been such a treat, and
It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
Really heart filling.
Yes, absolutely. I feel the same way.
awesome. Well, I hope to see you both in person someday soon. And next week, I'm going to be with Jonathan Bird and Chris Matthews, same spot, different time.
Amazing.
Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you all
Awesome
soon.
show. Yeah, thanks. And thanks
Thank
to
you,
Sherry
Erin.
for, helping wrangle this too.
Yeah, and
Thanks so
Guillermo.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Guillermo.
Yes.
Thanks, Kathryn and
Yes.
Kathryn.
Yes, thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.